Whispers around the training grounds of Rangers have been growing louder, with insiders hinting at a simmering tension that has reportedly reached boiling point. Sources close to the club suggest that Danny Röhl, the young German head coach, known for his meticulous approach and uncompromising standards, might have finally drawn a line in the sand. Rumors have it that an altercation in the locker room involving Nicholas Raskin, the ramifications, and the promising midfield talent has left the squad unsettled. Fans and pundits alike are buzzing with speculation, trying to piece together what exactly transpired behind closed doors. Some reports suggest that the disagreement was more than a mere clash of opinions. It allegedly escalated into a heated confrontation that Röhl reportedly did not take lightly. The German tactician, having built a reputation for demanding discipline and unity, is said to have reacted swiftly, making an example out of the situation to send a message to the entire dressing room. Observers note that Röhl's decisive style has often been polarizing yet undeniably effective, and this latest episode seems to reflect the same uncompromising philosophy that has defined his short but intense managerial career. The fallout from the locker room incident is said to have extended far beyond the immediate parties involved, with staff members and teammates reportedly taking sides or attempting to mediate the tension. Those close to Raskin have been quoted as expressing surprise, emphasizing that the Belgian midfielder is generally seen as composed and professional, making the reported altercation all the more intriguing. Meanwhile, insiders claim that Röhl's response was swift and firm, cutting the player from the squad in what many are calling a dramatic move that could signal deeper shifts within the club's hierarchy. Speculation is rife that this incident might influence team selection, training dynamics, and even future transfer decisions, as the coach reportedly seeks to reinforce authority and assert control over the squad. Analysts and former players are weighing in, debating whether Röhl's actions represent a necessary show of strength or a potentially risky gamble that could unsettle team chemistry. Meanwhile, social media chatter continues to swirl, with supporters divided between those applauding Röhl's no-nonsense stance and those questioning whether the decision might have longer-term repercussions on morale. The incident, whether exaggerated or grounded in truth, has certainly added a new layer of intrigue to Rangers' season narrative. Rumors emerging from insiders suggest that the confrontation between Röhl and Raskin may have deeper roots than a single disagreement. Sources hint at ongoing tensions regarding playing style, positional responsibilities, and what some describe as clashing ambitions within the squad. The young German coach, known for his tactical precision and forward-thinking strategies, reportedly expects complete adherence to his philosophy, and any perceived dissent has allegedly been met with an unflinching stance. In contrast, Raskin, whose talent and versatility have been lauded since his early career, is said to have expressed frustration at being confined to roles that may not fully exploit his skill set. Observers suggest that the friction could have been simmering for weeks, possibly even months, before erupting into the heated scene reported in the locker room. While no official confirmation has been provided, insiders maintain that the intensity of the exchange was such that immediate action was unavoidable, leading to what some are calling a shocking yet inevitable decision by Röhl. Fans are left speculating not just about the player's immediate status, but also about how this episode might shape the team's cohesion and future performance on the pitch. Adding further fuel to the speculation, rumors indicate that the locker room atmosphere has been tense for some time, with whispers of divisions forming along lines of age, experience, and playing philosophy. Some sources suggest that Röhl, still relatively new in his managerial tenure at Rangers, has been striving to stamp his identity on a squad accustomed to a more traditional approach. The German coach's insistence on high-intensity, disciplined positioning and tactical adaptability reportedly contrasts sharply with the expectations and habits of certain players, creating a fertile ground for conflict. Nicholas Raskin, as a technically gifted yet ambitious midfielder, is said to have inadvertently become a lightning rod for this friction. Observers claim that while the incident has been framed as a disciplinary matter, it might also signal a broader struggle between player individuality and managerial authority. Social media analysts and fan forums are rife with conjecture, debating whether this is a temporary setback or a pivotal moment in Röhl's management that could redefine the power dynamics within the squad. The unfolding narrative is captivating not only because of the personalities involved, but also because it reflects the ongoing tension between discipline and talent that is often at the heart of elite football. Sources claiming proximity to the club hint that the repercussions of the locker room confrontation extend beyond tactical adjustments and matchday lineups. Insiders suggest that the club hierarchy, including directors and senior staff, may have been involved in private discussions regarding how best to manage the fallout while maintaining team stability. Some speculate that Röhl's decisive action, allegedly removing Raskin from the immediate squad, was intended not merely as punishment, but as a strategic maneuver to reassert control and signal to the rest of the squad that deviations from his philosophy will not be tolerated. Rumors also hint at whispered negotiations with agents and advisors, suggesting that the player's future at the club may already be under review, although no public statements have been made. Analysts point out that such high-profile episodes can either galvanize a squad, creating unity through adversity, or risk sowing division that could manifest on the field. Fans and commentators alike are watching closely, weighing the potential long-term implications of the reported tension and its effect on team cohesion, morale, and performance in crucial fixtures. This incident, whether exaggerated or accurate in its details, has undeniably become a focal point of discussion in Scottish football circles. Meanwhile, speculation continues to swirl around Raskin's reaction and the potential pathways his career might take following the reported incident. Sources close to the player have hinted at frustration, but also a determination to prove his worth, leaving fans to wonder whether reconciliation, transfer, or temporary exclusion is on the horizon. Analysts suggest that the outcome will hinge on multiple factors, including Röhl's strategic priorities, the player's temperament, and broader club objectives. Observers note that such incidents, while dramatic, are not uncommon in professional football, where personality clashes often collide with competitive pressure, tactical philosophies, and individual ambition. The intrigue is heightened by the relative youth of both coach and player, adding an element of unpredictability to how this situation might unfold. Social media discussions, fan speculation, and pundit commentary continue to amplify the drama, creating a narrative that extends far beyond the training ground. Whether this episode becomes a defining moment in Röhl's managerial career or simply a temporary spark of controversy, insiders agree that the ramifications will be closely monitored and debated, adding another compelling layer to Rangers' ongoing story. Insiders claim that the ripple effects of the locker room clash might reach far beyond what casual observers can see, suggesting that the incident could reshape the squad's hierarchy and influence how Danny Röhl approaches player management moving forward. Sources hint that Röhl, despite his youth and relatively short managerial career, is not afraid to make bold, sometimes controversial decisions if he believes it will strengthen the team's collective discipline and tactical cohesion. Speculation has emerged that the German coach may be considering adjusting the training regimen, implementing stricter protocols, or even redefining leadership roles within the squad, all in response to the reported confrontation with Nicholas Raskin. Analysts note that such measures could be a double-edged sword. While they might instill a sense of order and clarity regarding expectations, they could also risk alienating key players who feel constrained by rigid structures. Meanwhile, whispers suggest that internal discussions are ongoing regarding how to balance Röhl's authority with the need to maintain morale among players who might feel caught between loyalty, ambition, and fear of disciplinary action. Fans and pundits alike are watching these developments closely, attempting to decipher whether this episode is a temporary flare-up or a turning point in both the club's strategy and the trajectory of Raskin's career. The drama unfolding behind the scenes has captivated the Scottish football community, generating endless debate about leadership, talent management, and the delicate balance between authority and camaraderie in elite football. Rumors circulating amongst club insiders suggest that Raskin's exclusion from the squad could spark a chain reaction affecting matchday selections, tactical flexibility, and even future recruitment strategies. Observers indicate that Röhl may be considering reshuffling the midfield hierarchy, perhaps promoting younger or less experienced players to signal that talent alone is not enough without adherence to his philosophy. Speculation is rife that this approach could either unlock hidden potential within the squad or disrupt established chemistry, particularly if influential players interpret the incident as a warning rather than a lesson. Some sources hint that the German coach's reputation for meticulous preparation and tactical innovation may clash with the natural desire of creative midfielders like Raskin to express themselves freely on the pitch, adding another layer of tension. Meanwhile, discussions about potential transfers, loan arrangements, or temporary suspensions have emerged in fan forums and media circles, with insiders hinting that negotiations could already be underway behind closed doors. Analysts suggest that the club's response will need to carefully balance authority with flexibility, ensuring that the squad remains competitive while reinforcing the principles Röhl is trying to instill. As speculation continues to mount, one thing appears certain. The incident is far from a simple disciplinary matter and could shape both immediate results and long-term strategy at Rangers. Whispers from those close to the coaching staff indicate that Danny Röhl may be preparing a broader cultural reset within the squad, using the reported confrontation with Nicholas Raskin as a catalyst to establish a clear hierarchy and behavioral standards. Sources suggest that the German coach views discipline not merely as a set of rules, but as a cornerstone of tactical execution, believing that emotional intelligence and professionalism are as crucial as technical skill in achieving consistent success. Rumors hint that Röhl could be introducing targeted mentorship programs, pairing senior players with younger talents to foster accountability and cohesion. Though some insiders caution that this approach might also exacerbate existing tensions if perceived as overly prescriptive. Fans speculate on whether such measures will strengthen team unity or risk creating an atmosphere of caution and self-censorship, particularly among creative and ambitious players who thrive on freedom of expression. Analysts point out that football history is full of examples where strict managerial authority produced immediate results but generated long-term unrest, suggesting that Röhl's challenge will be to balance control with inspiration. Meanwhile, discussions surrounding Raskin's role in the squad remain heated, with social media conjecture and pundit debate offering endless theories about whether the midfielder will reconcile, be moved elsewhere, or serve as a cautionary tale within the team. The intrigue, whether grounded in fact or inflated by speculation, continues to dominate conversations about the future trajectory of Rangers under Röhl's leadership. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Some insiders hint that the confrontation could also influence the psychological dynamics within the squad, with younger players reportedly observing closely how Röhl handles dissent, interpreting the incident as a benchmark for what is tolerated within the team. Sources suggest that this could either cultivate respect and adherence to the German coach's tactical regime or foster subtle resistance and quiet resentment depending on how subsequent interactions are managed. Rumors suggest that Röhl is acutely aware of these dynamics and may be implementing measures to mitigate backlash, possibly through one-on-one meetings, reassurances to key players, or recalibrated training sessions designed to reinforce unity without stifling creativity. Meanwhile, debates in fan forums speculate whether the incident could mark the beginning of a more authoritarian period under Röhl or a temporary episode of strict enforcement before a return to a more collaborative environment. Analysts point out that the timing and handling of such incidents often influence squad morale more than the initial confrontation itself, and insiders hint that the German coach is considering both the short-term tactical impact and long-term cultural implications. While the precise outcome remains shrouded in secrecy, the ongoing speculation illustrates how single incidents can ripple across a club, shaping not only on-field performances, but the perception of leadership and authority off it. Further rumors suggest that Danny Röhl's handling of the situation may also attract external attention from rival clubs, agents, and commentators, eager to gauge the temperament of both coach and player. Observers indicate that Röhl's decisiveness, particularly in high-profile confrontations like the one reportedly involving Nicholas Raskin, may enhance his reputation as a tactically astute but uncompromising leader, potentially attracting interest from clubs seeking a strong managerial presence. Conversely, insiders caution that repeated episodes of conflict or strict disciplinary measures could signal volatility or an inability to manage personalities effectively, raising questions about long-term sustainability. Speculation in media circles even extends to potential transfer market implications, with some suggesting that Raskin could be targeted by other clubs eager to capitalize on uncertainty at Rangers, while the club might simultaneously seek reinforcements that align more closely with Röhl's philosophy. Analysts highlight the delicate balance between asserting authority, maintaining morale, and protecting the club's public image, suggesting that every action taken following the incident will be scrutinized both internally and externally. Fans continue to dissect every hint, statement, and whisper, eagerly predicting whether the episode will lead to reconciliation, escalation, or a permanent change in squad structure. The intrigue surrounding this unfolding story has elevated it beyond the locker room, turning it into a wider discussion about leadership, culture, and ambition within professional football. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned